The starting point of all achievement is desire. Napoleon Hill. You were not born just to exist. You were born to dominate. To dominate your thoughts, your fears, your habits, and through them, create a reality so powerful that destiny itself will have to bow before you. But what separates those who succeed from those who give up? It's not luck. It's not talent. It's the understanding of the invisible laws that govern success. Napoleon Hill dedicated his life to studying these laws. He sat down with the richest men in history: Carnegie, Ford, Edison, Rockefeller. And he heard from them what most people never do: the mental principles that shape empires. These laws aren't on the front pages. They aren't taught in schools. But they're at work, all the time, like gravity. Whether you believe it or not, they are shaping your life right now. And today, you're going to discover 10 of these laws, not as just another list, but as a journey, a ritual of reconstruction, because each one has the power to break a mental chain and redefine your future. So take a deep breath. What you're about to hear might unlock everything that once felt stuck. The first law, the law of burning desire. Desire is not simply wanting. Burning desire is wanting something so intensely that you become a magnet for it. Napoleon Hill wrote, "The starting point of all achievement is desire." It's not knowledge. It's not planning. It's the fire. That fire that burns within, that moves you when no one understands you, that keeps you going even when everything seems to go wrong. Without burning desire, you're wind. With it, you're a storm. The second law, the law of unshakable decision. Most people fail because they don't decide. They hesitate. They waver. They doubt. But success responds to clarity. Hill said, "Indecision is the seedling of fear." When you decide, the universe begins to move its pieces. But until you decide, it waits, waiting for you to become king of your own mental kingdom. The third, the law of creative faith. This isn't religious faith. It's faith as a psychic force. Faith as emotional certainty. Faith as fuel for action. You must believe so strongly that your mind has no choice but to obey. For Napoleon Hill, faith is the bridge between the finite mind and infinite intelligence. It's not positive thinking, it's absolute conviction. The fourth, the law of self-mastery. If you don't master yourself, you'll be ruled by circumstances. It's that simple. Hill spoke of discipline as a spiritual muscle. Want to change your life? Start with what you do when no one is watching. Start with your routine, with what you read, with what you consume, with what you feed into your mind. There is no lasting success without inner leadership. You want to be rich? Learn to command yourself first. The fifth, the law of mental environment. Who do you surround yourself with? What do you listen to? Which voices dominate your thoughts? Hill said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If your environment is full of scarcity, pessimism, and victimhood, guess what you'll attract? You must protect your mental garden like a warrior. Pull out the weeds and cultivate only what elevates your vibration. The sixth, the law of definite purpose. Life doesn't reward those who try everything. It rewards those who know exactly what they want. When you define a clear purpose, everything around you starts to align. You stop wasting energy. You stop getting distracted. You enter a mission state, and a person on a mission cannot be stopped. The seventh, the law of unbreakable persistence. Quitters never win, and winners never quit. How many times have you stopped just before the gold appeared? Napoleon Hill told the story of R.U. Darby, who gave up just 3 feet from gold, and someone less skilled but more persistent found it. Persistence isn't stupidity. It's emotional intelligence. It's long-term vision. It's knowing the universe isn't testing you. It's shaping you. The 8th, the law of the mastermind. You won't go far alone. You need to align with like-minded minds. Hill said the mastermind is the harmony between 2 or more people focused on a common goal. When this happens, a 3rd mind is born, more powerful than any of them individually. This is collective intelligence. It's where quantum leaps happen. Become king of your own mental kingdom. The 9th, the law of sexual energy transmutation. Few dare to talk about this, but Hill boldly stated, sexual energy is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. And when redirected toward creation, business, art, and spirituality, it becomes genius. The brightest minds in history knew how to channel this force. And so can you. The 10th, the law of connection with infinite intelligence. You are not alone. You are connected to a greater source. Napoleon Hill believed that thought, when highly emotionalized and repeated, communicates with this invisible force. You can call it God, the universe, supreme consciousness. The name doesn't matter. What matters is knowing you are being guided. And when your mind aligns with this intelligence, the impossible bows, the improbable becomes normal, and the extraordinary becomes your new comfort zone. Now that you know the laws, now that you've heard the words, now that something inside you has started to move, there's only one question that matters. Will you go back to sleep, or will you redefine your future? Because the time for doubt is over. The time for waiting for the right moment is over. You are in the now, and the now is the only place where the future begins to be built. You can keep living on autopilot, stuck in old patterns, old excuses, old versions of yourself. Or you can decide, once and for all, that stagnation ends here. Indecision ends here. Mental mediocrity ends here. The laws are here. The power is here. The only thing missing is you fully stepping into the game. With courage, with presence, with hunger for destiny. And if you felt this in your chest, if you understood that your future can and will be rewritten starting today, then prove it to yourself. Subscribe to this channel now, not just for one video, but for a new cycle, a new era of your mind. Turn on notifications. The next videos will go even deeper into this path of rebuilding and mental clarity. And most importantly, declare your commitment. In the comments, write it with strength, with truth, with intention. Redefine my future. This is your new code, your new vibration, your silent scream to the universe. It doesn't matter where you've been. What matters is who you decide to become from now on. You are not your past. You are the conscious architect of your tomorrow. And the world will still be amazed by the power of someone who once heard these words and was never the same again. Becomes your new comfort zone.